Peace. Welcome back to the Absolute Boss Collective. In this video, I'm going to talk about investment clubs, what they are, how they work, and how they can benefit you. This video is being put together specifically for the Phoenix Rising community. So this video is just for you guys, so you guys can learn all about my investment club and what I do. Before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, the Absolute Boss Collective, do yourself a favor and consider subscribing, okay? Hit the notification bell so you can know when I come out with more videos, okay? Like the videos, enter my $500 giveaway. I'm giving away $500 when this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Investment clubs. Okay, an investment club is a group of individuals who meet for the purpose of pooling their money and making investments. Okay, members can meet periodically to discuss different investments, to share their knowledge, and to continue to improve the functionality of the club. Okay, so some of the pros, well, before we get into pros, why should you join an investment club? You can join an investment club because, there's strength in numbers. So when people come together, you may have 10 people who each have $1,000, which is not going to get you too far in the market. But if you come together and those 10 people pull that money together, that's $10,000. And you can make a pretty sizable investment, or you can navigate a lot of different stocks. You can take that $10,000 and split that into 4 different investments, as an example. Some of the pros of an investment club is the wisdom of the crowd. Okay. 2 heads are better than one. Spreading the cost. So if you wanted to purchase, let's say, Apple, that's going to cost you about $12,000, $13,000 to purchase a sizable amount of shares, which would be 100. And if you have numerous people, let's say 12 people that put in $1,000, then it's much easier. The burden is reduced and spread amongst various different members. Okay, then you have the social interactions. We're all different people with different viewpoints and oftentimes in different walks of life. So we can bring a different aspect to the table. One of my partners is in the trucking field. So a lot of the knowledge that he brings to the table is things that I would have no way of even thinking about, because it's just not, hasn't been in my career path, and I haven't been able to experience what he has. Okay, I have partners in the medical field. They can tell me which products they're using, which products are better than others, so on and so forth. When we talk about cons of joining an investment club, the only negative aspect is oftentimes people get into disagreements. And this is the reason why any investment club needs what's called an operating agreement. So that would minimize any disagreements that can come up. Okay. What are the goals of the investment club? The goals are just financial literacy. When I embarked on this journey of entering into the field of finance, I was completely green, didn't know much about it. And, over 10 years or so, I've read numerous books. I've had experience, just being 10 toes down in the field and experiencing different market cycles. Okay. So now that I have that knowledge, I can share it with all of you. I can direct each one of you potential members to concentrate on a specific sector or specific stock. And then when we have meetings, we can all come together and I can say, hey, what's going on with your stock, what's going on with that. And we can look at items or issues that are interesting stories for us to invest in. Then you have, I want us all to benefit from the strength of group economics. When people come together for one common cause, you can have a better impact than just one individual. And then, of course, it's for us to acquire assets and to gain wealth individually as well as collectively. The requirements for joining my investment club are a $99 annual fee, which will be paid once per year, an initial investment of $1,000, okay, and a minimum monthly investment of at least $25. Okay, there is a fee of $15 for any missed investment. Another requirement is for you to kind of adopt a particular sector and a particular group of stocks, probably 3. So if you're interested in joining and you want to take that step, it would be great if you can identify 3 stocks that you like or that you're interested in, a sector that you're interested in. You would be responsible for that sector and those stocks. Now, when I say responsible, that is just monitoring its price action, monitoring any catalysts or news events associated with that stock or sector, and just familiarizing yourself with it. This is going to enhance your financial literacy. Again, you have someone like me who has experience, who can kind of set you on a particular path and say, hey, these are the steps that you need to take to familiarize yourself with that sector or these stocks. And then when we meet, we discuss that. Okay. How my investment club differs from others is one of the things that I set out to do was to make money every single day. And that's how I wound up being a day trader. I have so much of a passion for that. You know, I'm just in and out, typically trying to make a profit each and every day, anywhere between $150 to $300 to $500. Sometimes I don't make those goals. Sometimes I fall short. I'll make 50, I'll make 70. Some days I may not make anything. It just depends on what the market gives you. Okay. So in designing my investment club, what I do is I take those investments and I trade those funds. After trading those funds, the proceeds are then invested in dividend-bearing stocks. Okay, and that's the difference between my investment club and traditional investment clubs. My investment club was started with the idea of putting money in people's hands. Okay, so for the Phoenix Rising community, what will be different for you is that my initial club agreement was for 5 years. And being that we're all just getting acquainted with each other, we've decided to, you know, kind of shorten that lifespan to 1 year. This way you guys can get involved, see what I have to offer, see how the performance goes, see how your own growth and development goes, and decide if it's something that you want to continue or if you want to withdraw from. Now, at that time, if you were to join and stay with us for 1 year, at the end of that time, you would receive, if you wanted to withdraw, you would receive your initial investment and your proceeds. Now, what I'm looking to offer is about 1% per week. Now, I can do anywhere between 1 and 4% as an average. When I look at my performance, that's my average performance. Now, yesterday I made 8% on the day. So, of course, there are going to be times when I make more than the required, and there's going to be some times when I make less than the required. But what I'm committing to, if you were to sign this agreement, you would have to read all of the different stipulations. You'd have to agree to that for a term of 1 year. And if you were to do that, then what I'm committing to is to return 1% on your money in an average, at an average of 1% per week, which will translate to roughly about half of your investment by the end of the year. So $1,000, 1% of $1,000 is $10. In a year's time, that would be $520 based off your initial investment. Now, there's a requirement of at least $25 additionally each month, and those would also add to your 1%. So it'll probably come out to more than $500. I'm going to put in a margin of error because sometimes, again, sometimes the market is flat and I'm not able to make a profit. However, there will be so many different things working. An example, we'd have the money that's used for trading. Then we'd have the investments that those proceeds are going into. Okay, and that would yield some type of return. I can comfortably say I'd be able to give you at least a $500 return at the end of the term of 1 year. Okay. Now let's say, you sign up, 2 months passed, during the meetings, you hear about the performance, you are not pleased and you want to withdraw. That is certainly available to you. I would just ask that you put that in writing. In this case, it could be, an email. No one really writes letters anymore. And you would submit that. And then I would have up to 90 days to refund your money. Now, the reason why I would put up to 90 days, because if that money is committed to investments, I wouldn't want to close an investment at a loss or an unfavorable position to liquidate your funds. But if I was unable to close it profitably within a 90-day time frame, then you would just get cashed out. Of course, you would forfeit your profits because you are, ending your membership prior to the end of the term, which would be 1 year. Some of the things that I would invest in, stocks that's my bread and butter. That's what I do each and every day. I do flirt with crypto, and definitely blue chip dividend paying stocks. Okay. It all depends on the market. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments below. This is going to be a private video. So this video is only available to those of you who have the link. And feel free, if there's someone that a family member or someone like that you would want to get involved or to just review the video, you can go ahead and copy that link and send it to them. But any questions and comments or concerns, go ahead and leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I will that I covered all of your questions that you have. Again, this is just an effort to improve financial literacy in our communities. That's the first thing. A lot of us are just not familiar with the benefits of playing the stock market, and, it's not, investment clubs typically are not limited to stocks. We can go into different fields of investment, real estate investment, venture capitalism, different things like that. And all of that stuff is definitely in my mind and part of the longer term goal. Okay. It just takes your participation. If you're really serious about taking your financial future in your own hands, this is a way that you can do that. Okay. Again, any questions, concerns, comments, leave them at the link below. And I will that I hear from you guys soon. If not, if you guys feel that this is not for you, you can also consider setting up an investment club for yourself. It's, the best thing that you can do in these trying times when the job market is what it is, wages are what they are. A lot of us are beyond our prime, if you will, and we're short on time to make that capital. But if you want to attain wealth, there's only a few ways that you can do that. And that's the stock market being one, real estate another. The other one is hitting a lotto, and we know how that goes. So again, my name is Absolute, and reach out to whoever sent you this video if there's anything that I didn't cover, and we'll catch up soon. Okay, let's get this money. Peace.